Всем привет, Оксана из Алабамы, ваш любимый риэлтор на юге США. И сегодня у нас в гостях Девон. Кстати, она замужем за русскоязычным, из Белоруссии он.
Привет!
Привет, да, мужчиной. И сегодня мы будем говорить о домашнем обучении. Девон. Am I saying your name correctly? Devon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. She is the goddess, the ruler of a homeschooling academy. So, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everybody.
Devon, please tell me, how long ago did you start a homeschooling academy?
The Homeschooling Academy, Compass Point Christian Academy, started 10 years ago this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 10 years. That's a long time.
Who came up with a name?
My dad.
Mm-hmm.
He named it. I'm bad with names.
So, if somebody wants to start homeschooling in Mobile, Alabama, what do they need to do?
Well, that's a big question. In Alabama, we have three options.
Three options.
Three options. One, I throw out because you have to be a certified teacher. We don't want to deal with that. That's a lot of trouble. We don't.
Certified teacher for a parent?
For the parent, yeah. So we
Okay.
don't even think about that one.
All right, okay.
So there are two options after that.
Mm-hmm.
You can enroll in an academy or a cover school like what I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do. It's my job.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do the paperwork yourself. So one, you're basically hiring someone to file your paperwork and be your consultant and help you find all the things. The second one, you do everything yourself. So either one, and I can walk you through either. So
How many kids do you have?
I have 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
5 kids, and they all homeschool.
Yeah, they all homeschool. I have 2 in college now, 2 in high school, and then a second grader.
Question about college and high school. So when they graduate from homeschooling, they get a graduation,
They get the diploma.
the diploma, okay. And with that diploma, they can get to any university?
Yeah, they can go to any university. We also help with transcripts, making the transcripts and getting those ready for college to turn them in for admissions. And sometimes, I help parents walk through all those steps. And
So, if somebody would think, how much does it cost to do homeschooling?
oh, you can make it anything you want. It can be anywhere from free or very nominal. There's free curriculum out there, but then it can be very pricey. You can spend up to $1,000 there. It's whatever you can afford. There's something for everybody's budget.
So, because different parents can choose
they can
different
choose.
classes.
Yes, in Alabama we have a lot of freedom.
Freedom in Alabama.
There's lots of freedom. We don't have set subjects. We don't have set things that we turn in. We just have attendance, which is all we turn in. So I usually say stick kind of close to what the state likes for their high school, and then it's going to be good when you go to college.
Diploma, not
And homeschool diplomas have the same legal standing as any public or private school.
How many people right now in your academy?
In my academy, we have about 302 families. So about 600 to 700 students. It's big. Yeah.
How do you organize field trips? Well, because I know we've been through it, but I want you to tell them.
I don't do a lot. I have a mama that does that. She actually does it as a business, and I send everybody to her because it saves me time. What she does is you join and pay $8 a month, and then she does all the group field trips. Like this month, we're going to see the Phantom of the Opera in Pensacola. And last week we went to the zoo in New Orleans and the World War II Museum in New Orleans. So we go all over the place. We just organize the field trips and go.
Sounds good.
You just have to find the information, and I'm your information girl in Alabama.
Okay.
Like her.
Okay. Yes, information is everything.
Yeah.
So let's say if somebody is slow and when they're supposed to finish high school, 12th grade, they can't. What do we say?
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I have some families that go 5 or 6 years because there are different issues. Maybe there was sickness. Maybe they have some learning disabilities and they need to go slower. And I have some that go really fast and get done in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what works for your child. There's freedom in Alabama.
Mm-hmm. When a child goes to work as a teenager, do we count, those hours and experiences?
Yes,
somehow?
I do.
You do?
I do, yes. My girls were lifeguards for the YMCA, and I counted their training class as one of their credits, and you can count a lot of things at school.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a family that is doing construction on a home. They're building their house, and that's what they're counting it for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's lots of things you can do.
Okay. Did you have some funny stories?
Funny stories? Let's see. With my kids, I don't know. Funny. Usually my kids don't know what grade they're in. That's funny. They'll look at me like, what grade am I in? I'm like, you're in high school. You're in high school. You're a junior. And they're like, what does that mean? So yeah, little things like that. I don't know of any funny stories.
One of your girls plays guitar.
Yeah, my oldest girl has had 10 years of classical guitar. That's totally on her transcript. And my other girls have had 5 years of piano. And let's see what else. Then they've got the lifeguarding. That's something unusual for them. They're all studying Spanish right now.
What about Russian? Your husband speaks Russian.
No, they don't want to study Russian. I try to make them. I've tried to make them for years. I made them. They won't do it. And I'm bad. You don't want to speak Russian with me. My Russian's bad. She agrees with me. It's very bad Russian.
So
but I think it'll come back around. Juliana is almost fluent in Spanish. And her and my oldest son are starting to talk about studying Russian now.
It's much easier right now when they know English very good, and there are YouTube channels where you turn it on and you can study.
Yes, you can study all sorts of stuff. And we have a great community in Mobile. We have a strong homeschool community, probably about 5,000 families. So we have a very strong, we have robotics teams. We have, the University of Mobile has a homeschool co-op on Mondays that you can go and be taught by homeschool professors that are at the school. And we just have a really strong community. Very, very happy about homeschooling.
So homeschooling, it doesn't mean just staying home and being on your own.
We always laugh and say the challenge is to stay home, to finish the schoolwork. My girls are out of the house 2 or 3 days a week, and they actually do school on Saturday and Sunday to finish. Because they're out on piano, takes up half a day. We go to co-op, which is like a 1-day program to get together and do things together. And
do you have to pay to go to co-op?
Co-op, yeah, you pay, but we have a teacher for physical science lab. We have reading tutors. We have what else do we have? We have a Russian teacher that is doing Russian culture, and she's teaching some words. We have a Spanish cooking class and a Spanish teacher. So the Spanish cooking class has people from the community coming in and teaching how to cook different dishes.
But are they teaching it in Spanish?
Yeah, in Spanish. They're speaking Spanish, and the Spanish teacher is there to help them out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so lots of interesting things in Mobile to do.
Okay. So we're gonna have a line here how to find your
This
website.
is where
Yes.
And you're also on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook. You can always find me.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So welcome to Sterling First Assembly of God.
of. We have a Friday co-op program where we have classes all day long for everything from preschool all the way up through high school. We have high school teachers, we have middle school, elementary, preschool babies. They're all over the building. So this is where our teachers hang out during the day. If they're not teaching, or if the parents, we call it the teacher's lounge, the parents hang out while their kids are in classes, or if a teacher's free, they'll come in here. Sometimes the mamas will do Bible study. Sometimes they have a workshop going on. Sometimes they just have time to go and relax. And we have coffee always. We always have coffee going on and things to do, and just hang out and see each other and learn things if we need to. This church is our second building. My dad was the pastor for 22 years, and this building was built by my dad. It is, I believe we're hitting our 30th year that we've been in this building. I was about 21 when we moved here from the other location, and we have 21 acres in all. We actually lease part of the acres to Saraland for their soccer fields. And so it was my dad's dream for my children when I first started homeschooling, for them to graduate on our stage in the sanctuary. And so we have the homeschool program. We go all over, and we just, continue the family business.
A little bit.
So the Fall Festival is for our homeschoolers. It's open up for the whole homeschool community. In Mobile area, we have at least around 5,000 families that homeschool. So they were invited to come in and have the Fall Festival. It's free. The only thing you pay for is your snacks or your food, and they can do the bouncy houses, and they can dunk. I was being dunked in the dunk tank today. They can bowl, they can get their face painted, and just have a lot of fun. So that's what we're doing today with the Fall Festival.
I see there's a room with a bunch of clothes. Tell me about it.
Okay, so what we're doing here is we are getting coats for the Ukraine and for Ukrainians. One of our ministries that we work with is Orphans Hands, and they have a big clothing drive to send a container for the Ukrainians who may not be back in Ukraine yet. So this makes my heart happy.
So people donated.
They donated, coats. There was a fur coat here this morning. I thought that was the best one they turned in, because I've lived in Belarus and I know how cold it gets, and some of this stuff will not work very well for winter. But regardless, we will send them what people donated out of generosity and out of their hearts. So we'll send it, and hopefully they can use some of it.
А мы с вами прощаемся. Thank you for the interview and the tour.
Yes, I know. I'm so glad y'all came to visit today. It's so much pleasure. So bye.
Сегодня мы посмотрим американскую игру. Называется Easy Dunker. Если попадешь в определенную акулу, то человек, который сидит на стуле, окажется в воде. И все хотят, чтобы она туда в воду попала.